You heard me drop? See how this shit is first.
They go play action here on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Watson's pass.
And past the 40 before
I
he's
have
out
a
of
big
bounds.
year this year.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was tackled at the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down.
You got that hard guy number 1 in your division not unleashed. The Chargers, yeah.
To throw is Watson.
I'm the Bengals.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
He was covered.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need
what you
those
gonna do
guys
with
to protect him. But on that
Dak?
last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his man, Boyd.
Watson's pass.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
9 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the game
That was my
fast.
fault. I ain't tried to.
About that, they took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly
Yeah.
that. A nice
Nah, it was my fault. I tried to perfect it.
Drive. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Brought down.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Nigga don't be mutting this shit, bro. I'm only in 3 leagues and I'm only playing 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson off play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover
25.
in the end zone.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay
I don't even
downfield.
remember that shit like that, bro.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Why you would never beat him?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Watson.
Ooh, that boy.
And he's going to go down.
That boy sunk that.
Get to him back at the 40. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
That boy sunk that pressure.
Bullock on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown,
got big
but at least
Red's first game,
and what I like
bro.
about it is that they didn't overthink
get
it.
no better than that.
Exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season.
It's easy.
They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
But first down, Hurts. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. On the slant, this is Chark. Across midfield and inside the 45.
No nigga.
That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times they just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He look like he'll do a screen. I gotta watch this nigga.
They go play action with Hurts.
Oh, good play.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes it.
And he tried to run me over.
Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, 39 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back,
So, you
he's got a big
tonight?
decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's got some space here.
Gave him that one.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively.
Friday.
Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete.
That tight end angle play.
In the red zone before he crosses over.
What's Sunday?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
This nigga throwing dots, bro.
Get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Drop, I know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And inches.
Watson on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And
well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Open man is Ross, complete. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Retains possession.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some.
No, he just fumbled it.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball.
The slot receiver on the left, like in the post, going to the middle of the field.
Something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen
on that screenplay.
Resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fournette running out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, it's Hurts. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45.
That boy want all smoke, all contact smoke. Smoke with the tight end. You hear me, boy?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again
that nigga ain't ducking no action with that tight end.
Orlando back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
You can't give up that inside, man.
Before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to
tight
make it a
ends too. That's
perfect
what's
3
crazy.
for 3 to start. They get this out left, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Bengals 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half
as
the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I ain't no threat to nobody. I won 9 games.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, come on,
Good
Coop.
effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And give him about 5.
That shit open wide up.
48-yard line.
Lawson on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Is who out of jail?
That's just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled in
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. The first they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Hurts. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
46-yard line.
I can't get no pressure with my line now. Like, that's wild.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And now Shenault on the end around. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Made back at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one
on, dog.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's
when you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun,
well, wide open.
Going for the deep ball. And that is caught.
I seen it off the line.
Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 48 yards.
Leonard Fournette beat the nigga off the line like,
oh on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line.
Yep.
So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
I'm still trashing this shit, y'all boys. I got lucky and made it to the bowl.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with
I played Cubs in the bowl.
You can't have too many more
Lost
drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
The ball comes out.
Oh, my God. This nigga fumble inbounds.
Think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very
often. What you say, Cuz?
Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day.
Yep.
Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. pressure, gets him that time, down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
I'm about to start playing man. These niggas play better when they play man. I get more pressure.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
yeah, I got Thursday.
As we just saw there, that's a big day.
The new bid, I'm going to have Wednesday, Thursday
off. Even further here in the 4th.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
You can never have enough.
Started points. 2 weeks.
This widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now I got Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Buying time to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll got his man complete. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Amari Cooper, 82 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. They wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all to put things to bed. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
On the carry.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Hurd took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurd sets up to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
It's a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The 5-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
They'll take over.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Jaguars, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup.